We're just out for however long we can survive out here, folks. We've got these darkened skies and these rain bombs that are quite odd, that have come from nowhere, folks. 1 minute the sun's out, and the next there's just no warning, not half a second warning, and then it's like someone's tipped the largest bath full of water out of the sky you could ever imagine, folks. And I think Dame Wigington from geoengineeringwatch.org first alerted me to the fact that these anomalous rain bombs, they call them, like an explosion of water, just comes down within seconds. You know, you can be sat having a meal or chatting away, and then all of a sudden it hits the fucking roof of these mobile homes that we live in, folks. And bleeding hell, it's unnerving as it happens that fast. You know, all my life, me and Debbie, we've been used to rain, you know, pitter-pattering and then getting a bit heavier and then lighter again and then gone. You know, not just all dropping in one 10-second thing and then stopping again, and out comes the fucking sun. It's weird. Now, Debbie's also pointed out something she's been thinking about. She watches, because she can't get out and about anymore, she started watching more and more TV. And she's been watching this chap called Gordon Ramsay. And he has these 3 or 4 shows where he goes around, car coming, to these restaurants and tries to help these people to turn their flagging businesses around. And what he does is he goes into these restaurants. Some of them he sneaks into overnight in the dark, and he puts these cameras in and he finds these dirty conditions and he finds these mice and rats in almost every single one of these places, folks. And these rats are pissing and shitting on the implements, climbing the shelves, defecating into the fucking foodstuffs that are left out to be then reheated the day after, folks. And Debbie's pointed out she's seen so many of these shows that contain this stuff, and none of his customers have contracted any disease from these things, never mind Weil's disease or this fucking Hanta thing. And then she's making these comparisons with this one ship that's causing havoc across the world, and yet these fucking restaurants all over America have escaped any problems unscathed, folks. You know, and you have to weigh up what she's saying there, folks, especially those of you who've watched these things. And Gordon Ramsay has these over 1 billion people watching his programs constantly, not millions, billions of fucking people watching his programs in every country, folks. And then you think about all these other kitchens that are rat infested, these Indian restaurants, Pakistani restaurants, Italian restaurants, all over the UK or all over Europe, all over fucking everywhere, that have these infestations of cockroaches and rats and mice shitting and pissing everywhere, folks. And no one knows of any one restaurant that caused anybody to contract any of these fucking virus diseases or antiviruses. And then we have to think about this fucking shite, load of bollocks, folks. Anyway, I'm enjoying the bird song here. The rains have seemed to have stopped again, so we'll try and head back now without getting too wet. We're in this little dry spot under these pine trees. It never ever seems to penetrate the leaf cover here, folks. You can see the sun's shining through now. The rain has ceased, and we'll head back. The rain bombs, fucking rain bombs. Have a think about it, and have a think about not taking my word for it and going on a site called geoengineeringwatch.org. Yeah, go on to their site. Scroll down through all their information, and in particular to a movie called what's the bloody movie called now? It's gone. Anyway, The Dimming, folks. Oh, it's took me nearly 10 minutes to remember the bloody title of that thing. I've told people must be 1,000 times to watch that video. I've seen it 3 or 4 times myself, folks. Geoengineeringwatch.org, and scroll down. In particular, look through everything, but in particular look for their movie, The Dimming, and look at the sky behind me now, folks. So we'll try and get back before that lot dropped. I kid you not.